today we're diving into one of the most ambitious and groundbreaking developments in modern aviation history, something that pushes the boundaries of stealth, technology, and air dominance. We're talking about the future Israeli 6th-generation fighter jet concept, a project veiled in secrecy but loaded with innovation, mystery, and massive strategic implications. This isn't just about building another fighter aircraft. This is about completely redefining air warfare, autonomy, AI, and dominance in the skies. Imagine a jet that is so intelligent, so connected, and so stealthy that it doesn't just fly. It thinks, communicates, adapts, and dominates. A platform that controls drones, strikes targets before being detected, and uses artificial intelligence to counter enemy weapons in real time. That's what Israel is aiming for. Though Israel hasn't fully unveiled the design, the concept, rumored capabilities, and partnerships give us a fascinating glimpse into the future. Israel's history in aviation is nothing short of remarkable. From the K-4 to the Lavi and their custom upgrades to the F-35, the country has always prioritized advanced air power. But the 6th-gen fighter is different. It's not just a plane, it's a command center, it's a drone carrier. It's a network node, it's a supercomputer with wings. This future aircraft is expected to be developed in partnership with the United States and possibly even other allies. But Israel is aiming to create its own customized version, much like they did with the F-35 Adir, a jet sharply tailored to their regional threats, combat doctrines, and defense philosophies. Quiet, intelligent, lethal, and ultra-connected. Let's talk stealth. The 6th-gen fighter will likely push stealth beyond simple radar evasion. We're talking multi-spectral stealth. That means reduced visibility not just to radar, but also infrared, acoustic, and even optical detection. A jet that's practically invisible across multiple detection domains. The airframe might include active camouflaging surfaces capable of dynamically adjusting heat signatures. Think liquid cooling, adaptive skin, or embedded emitters that mimic the background temperature to confuse thermal sensors. Then there's AI. Artificial intelligence won't just assist. It will be at the core of the aircraft's brain. The AI will monitor threats, generate flight paths, jam radar, deploy decoys, and even control swarms of loyal wingman drones. Yes, swarms. This fighter won't fly alone. It will lead teams of semi-autonomous drones designed for reconnaissance, strike missions, jamming, and decoys. That's force multiplication on a new level. Israel's aerospace companies, especially Israel Aerospace Industries EI and Rafael, are already global leaders in drone warfare, missile defense, and electronic warfare. Combining that expertise into a fighter jet platform could result in the most sophisticated combat system ever built. Think of the F-35's brains, but even sharper, quicker, more responsive, and deeply connected to the battlefield. One of the biggest focuses will be electronic warfare. Israel is already known for having some of the best cyber defense and electronic warfare technologies on the planet. Their 6th-gen fighter is expected to use cognitive jamming, which means the aircraft will detect enemy radar and instantly generate custom jamming signals tailored specifically to confuse that radar type. It learns, it adapts, and it avoids detection. Communications won't be limited to radios or secure channels. It will likely operate with quantum, resistant encryption, direct satellite communication, and seamless integration to ground-based command systems. Real-time battlefield awareness. Pilots won't just fly, they'll command the air war. There's also speculation about cockpit design. Israel might completely rethink human-machine interaction. Heavy use of augmented reality, holographic displays, and gesture-based controls could reduce pilot workload dramatically. The cockpit might even be minimalistic, with AI doing 70% of the data processing. The pilot could focus just on decision making, strategy, and mission control. Some experts say the jet might even come in piloted and unmanned variants, one aircraft, two roles, depending on mission type. Speed won't just be fast. We're talking supercruise capability, maybe even hypersonic bursts. That means the jet can fly at supersonic speeds without afterburners, saving fuel, reducing heat signature, and staying stealthy. Maneuverability will probably include thrust vectoring, or maybe even plasma flow control to minimize turbulence and improve agility. Future tech could involve electromagnetic propulsion, assistance, or plasma shielding to reduce drag. Weaponry is another area where Israel could surprise the world. Advanced air-to-air missiles, hypersonic strike weapons, laser-based close defense systems, and even directed energy weapons are expected to be part of the loadout. Imagine an aircraft that can shoot hypersonic missiles at long ranges while using lasers for missile defense, swarms for decoys, and AI for targeting. That's what might be coming. Here's another twist. Think about battle endurance. What if the jet has onboard power generation capabilities sufficient for energy weapons and drone charging? What if it can refuel drones in the air? What if the fighter isn't just a fighter, but an air battlefield ecosystem? Let's consider strategic impact. Israel is surrounded by evolving threats, from advanced air defenses in neighboring regions to potential drone swarms and stealth-capable adversaries. Their future 6th-Gen fighter is not just about having the best plane. It's about having air dominance with total situational awareness. A plane that sees everything, controls everything, and remains invisible. One of the most transformative concepts behind 6th-Gen fighters is something called combat cloud. Instead of individual assets working independently, everything satellites, ships, jets, drones, tanks, soldiers, is part of a giant digital web. Data flows like oxygen. Whoever sees first, thinks faster, decides smarter, and strikes earlier wins. Israel's future fighter is designed to dominate that digital battlefield. Based on rumors, the design might be twin-engine, with large internal weapons bays, low, observable composite materials, and an angular design optimized for multi-angle stealth. Some conceptual art shows a delta wing with blended body design, somewhat similar to Ungad or Tempest concepts, but uniquely customized for Israeli conditions. High-altitude performance, desert resilience, and electronic warfare superiority. Here's another fascinating thought. Israel's Iron Dome, Arrow, and David's Sling systems are already advanced missile defense platforms. What if the future fighter integrates with them, providing real-time missile tracking from the sky? What if it becomes part of the defensive shield and offensive spear at the same time? A guardian and a hunter. That's where AI-powered threat detection and instant countermeasures come in. A system so advanced that it detects incoming missiles before radar does. It launches decoys, hacks the guidance system, or destroys the threat using directed energy, all without pilot input. Flickering shields going dark, firing and vanishing. It could confuse missile systems to the point where shooting it down becomes nearly impossible. But let's step back and talk development trajectory. Israel is already working on several components that could integrate into this fighter. Smart helmets like the F-35's, but better, drone command algorithms, new composite materials, quantum, resistant encryption. Some of this technology is already in testing phases. The full aircraft project could be unveiled within the next decade. But development is ongoing quietly behind closed doors, with prototypes likely already in digital simulation. The future pilot will be more like an air general, commanding drones, managing swarm behavior, selecting strike patterns, and executing missions without ever firing a missile manually. The AI takes care of combat agility, while the pilot uses strategic thinking. And here comes a big question. Will this fighter be exportable? Historically, Israel has exported drones, missile defense systems, and even modified jets. But this one probably not. Maybe only to strategic partners, but the full version, that might stay strictly Israeli, just like some versions of the F-35 systems. Now let's imagine this fighter in real combat scenarios. It enters enemy airspace undetected, launches drones ahead of it as scouts. Those drones detect enemy air defenses and send data back. The jet's AI suggests strike options, launch timings, and electronic warfare methods. The pilot approves with a voice command. Missiles launch from the drones, not even the jet. The jet never reveals its location. This is warfare managed from a digital cloud overhead. Quiet, precise, lethal, elegant. Israel is crafting not just a fighter jet, but a concept of quantum warfare, cognitive warfare, network warfare, intelligent skies. A machine that doesn't just fly, but understands the battlefield better than any human ever could. Still, one thing is central: human intuition. Israeli doctrine has always emphasized intelligent pilots and human decision-making. So this fighter won't replace humans. It will enhance them, amplify their vision, multiply their control, and extend their reach into every corner of the battlefield. In the next decade, the skies will look very different. Fighters won't just be fast or stealthy. They will be smart. They will be connected. They will fly with digital soldiers, live maps, AI mines, and invisible weapons. And Israel intends to be at the forefront of that revolution. The future 6th-Gen Israeli fighter jet concept isn't just a machine. It's a new way of thinking, a new philosophy of air dominance, a silent strategist, a ghost of the skies. And that is what makes it one of the most exciting aviation developments in the world. We are witnessing the birth of a new era, where wings don't just carry pilots. They carry intelligence, they carry networks, they carry the future. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed learning about the future Israeli 6th-Gen fighter jet concept and what it could mean for the future of aerial warfare, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more deep military and tech analysis, and share your thoughts in the comments about what features you think this jet will have. Will it dominate the skies like the F-35, or will it redefine air combat completely? Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep your eyes on the skies.